All right, guys. So we last talked about bandit signs. Now I'm going to talk about war market. Okay, so I created a little on my YouTube channel, a little some secrets to build your brand. So war market is really cool. It's a way where you can find leads and deals where you don't have to do much. I mean, you're doing much, but when you get to a point where you built your brand, your personal brand as a real estate investor through social media and other revenues, when you built your brand and when deals come to you, is like the coolest thing in the world. When I literally get a call, say, "Hey, Jared, hey, what's up, Billy? Hey, I need you to buy my house." "Oh, okay, sure, yeah, let me come take a look at it." "Awesome, man. When can you come? Tomorrow?" "Great, awesome." Like, I've literally had that conversation multiple times this year alone of people that I know or know me, even if they don't know me personally, they know me through social media, and they're like, "Hey, Jared, I'm watching social media. I'm in a situation. I need some help. I need to come take a look, see what you can do for me in my situation." That is the coolest thing to do. I mean, to have that situation, man. So let me play this short video real quick, and then we'll go into more details. Okay?
Let me tell you about a couple that I've known all my life. They got into a situation that needed to sell their home quickly. They reached out to another investor and sold it to him. They love and respect me, but they sold it to another person for less than what I could have offered them. Why would they do this? Stay tuned for 4 easy tips on how you can prevent something like this from happening to you. Welcome to How To Real Estate, a channel that gives you all the how-tos you need to start, elevate, and catapult your real estate investing career. As always, we recommend that you check with your local professionals before you implement any strategies we share on this channel. Don't forget to subscribe to get our daily how-to videos, and thank you for sharing and hitting that bell button. It wasn't their fault that they didn't sell their home to me. It was mine. If you don't want this to happen to you, and you want leads coming to you without putting money, time, and not much effort, then here are 4 easy secrets to build your personal brand and have people think of you first when it comes to real estate. Secret number 1, talk to everyone, friends, family, even the guy down the street. Let everyone know that you're investing in real estate. It doesn't matter if you've done your first deal or not. You can tell them you're learning how to do it. The point is, if someone doesn't know that you are becoming or are a real estate investor, it's your fault. Building your brand is also for people that you're just getting to know. And the secret for this one is being memorable. Now, when you are at a networking event, how many people just give you a business card and say, "I'm blah, 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 blah"? You will forget everything about them as soon as they walk away. But being memorable is being different. It's being able to leave a lasting impression. Your business card, for example, instead of putting your info on a card, put it on a pin instead. And don't just say, "I'm in real estate," like a douchebag. Say something that stands out, like, "I help people out of real estate challenges like foreclosure, bankruptcies, and tax liens." I guarantee you they will ask more questions, and that will make you more memorable. Secret number 3, social media. Post what you're doing. If you see a house, post a pic. Let them know that you're looking to buy real estate. If you get a deal, post testimonial. Now, don't overload your social media feeds with real estate stuff. A good rule of thumb is 1/3 of your content should be real estate and 2/3 should be your day-to-day stuff. Secret number 4, become a pillar in the community. Connect with your real estate groups locally and online. Participate in real estate forums, giving advice, and helping those that are just starting out. You will be surprised at how many people will start bringing you deals wanting to join venture just because you have made yourself a local expert. Well, that's our video. We hope you enjoyed it. Please tell us in the comments.
All right, guys. So that was a cute little video I made a couple of months ago about becoming building your personal brand, right? And so there's lots of different ways of kind of building your personal brand. Those are just quick some points where you can build that personal brand, right? So as that video talked about, you want people to know that you are a real estate investor. So there's lots of different ways of doing that, right? So becoming a pillar of the community, a local expert is definitely one way to do it, right? So a local expert is someone that people feel that you know what you're talking about, right? And you don't have to, and I know a lot of you guys are starting your real estate journey, and that's totally okay. That's just fine. And so what I'm going to talk to you about is actually is something that may take a little more effort. So this is definitely a 1 on the money scale. But in the long run, it will help you attract deals. It's attraction marketing, right? So if you want to start like a podcast or YouTube channel, And the YouTube channel could just be like a blog of your daily life as a real estate investor. When you go see a house, just bring your phone and do a selfie video. It doesn't have to be something special or exciting, like, oh yeah, look at this house here. We're planning to do this, even if you don't buy the house. You're just building yourself up, and people enjoy watching that. And starting to podcast. You can have something what's called shared credibility. So even though you as a brand new real estate investor, if you're bringing on like a real estate attorney on, or you're bringing an experienced investor through your network, and you're having a conversation with them, even though you're not the one, even though you haven't done 100 deals, but if you're interviewing someone that has done 100 deals, you kind of have that shared credibility in that podcast, right? So as you're talking about that and doing things like that, this does take a lot more time to get something like that set up. But if you ever thought about doing a podcast, something like that, make it a real estate podcast and do something where you can actually build yourself up and become the local expert. Even if you don't do a podcast, Facebook Live is a great opportunity for you to share the expertise. You can have that interview with someone just on Facebook Live. You don't have to have an official podcast, an official YouTube channel. You can just go online and start posting some stuff, doing Facebook Lives, doing Instagram Lives, and have interview people. You can interview people of successful investors. Once the COVID restrictions get lifted and we actually can do live meetups, then yeah, we can definitely have those conversations, even with masks on and everything. Have the conversation with like, how many deals have you closed? What has been some of your challenges? What have you done? This is great. This is people I'm learning with. This is people I'm dealing with. And it really shows a big change as far as people are going to ask you questions. Like people that known you for years, they're going to come to you with questions like, oh wow, you're in real estate now? Like I have a house I'm trying to sell. What do you think? You'd be surprised of how far that but it doesn't happen overnight. So you're going to have to build the credibility. If you put one or two posts up about investing in real estate and expect someone to come out of the woodwork saying, buy my house, please, take the money, that's not going to happen. It takes time. It took me probably a year and a half of just being posting and commenting before really, like, people would ask me questions before I actually landed a deal. It took me that long. But since then, I've been getting consistent couple of deals a year just from that one funnel has been just from social media, from War Market. People just contacting me saying, hey, Jared, buy my house. That is like the coolest deal. And it's just me being social media. Like, I'm already on Facebook anyway, so I might as well post about my deal I'm working on. Or I'm going to post about how I was able to help this person. And once you do start closing deals, after you get past the first, second, third, after the first deal even, get them to record a testimonial. Now, you don't have to be any fancy, nothing like that at all. Just pull out your phone. And you're like, hey, would you mind to tell people how you feel about our experience, and get the seller to tell them to, like, and just with a selfie mode, just say like, hey, this is Joe Blow. We sold these property. I bought his property. How do you feel your experience? What was your situation? And it could be like a 30-second testimonial, and those go a long way. I mean, and it doesn't have to be any awkward. Like, even at the closing, it could just be like, hey, can you mind taking 30 seconds? And I tell them, like, do you mind taking a minute or two or 30 seconds and tell me and mind telling people about your experience? And like 90% of people are more than willing to have that type of conversation with me online, so they can have that conversation and feel like so they can have that conversation with us, and so I'll be able to share it. Now, this is something that if you guys do follow me on social media by any means, you probably know that I'm not the best at this right here. So I recommend 1/3. So if you're posting 3 posts, one of those posts should be about real estate. The other 2 should be about your normal life. Now, as I progress my real estate career, it's probably actually the reverse. I'm probably 2/3 to 1, because I'm doing so much stuff in real estate and I posted more stuff about it. I do tend to lean to post more social media about real estate as opposed to about my daily life with my family or whatever I'm doing that day or whatever it may be. You don't have to post daily either, but try to get it consistent a couple times a week at least. 5 times a week would be ideal. If you do more, great. That's awesome. You're going to build up a following, and you'll be able to connect with more people. So it's very, very wise. But even if you go more than the 1/3, like I'm doing, then that's still fine. I mean, but for very beginning, one every 3 posts, because then, especially when you first start out, people are like, what the heck's up with this guy? You know what I mean? And you want them, that's the first reaction is going to be, what's up with this guy? Or what's up with this girl? You want them to have that intrigue. You want them to be curious about you. Eventually it's like, okay, this person knows what they're talking about. Okay, I'm going to talk to them. Or maybe they're going to have an idea of what I can do. And so they'll talk to you. Give also another great way to get warm market deals is to give value to the people that are at a newer level than you. So with real estate investing, if you ever dabbled in the forums of like Bigger Pockets or the Facebook groups, there are a vast majority of people, and there's always someone that knows more than you and someone that knows less than you. At any stage that you're in, those of you that are listening to this, you're like several bars ahead of the average Joe that's trying to start into real estate, right? They don't have this education, they didn't invest in themselves as much. And so what I recommend is to be active in the real estate forums. Go to Bigger Pockets, go to the Facebook groups in your local area. If you just go to Facebook and Google Facebook groups, real estate, and you'll find a whole bunch of real estate investing groups where you can actually start commenting and post some of your deals you're doing in there, or posting some of the properties you're looking at there, and start participating in the conversations, and you become a local expert in that particular group. So people will start seeing you as someone that knows what they're doing, and they'll come to you with their deals like, hey, I just got this deal. I'm not sure exactly what I'm doing. Or I got this lead. Can you come with me to talk to the seller? And you will see. So when I say JVs will start falling from the sky in the right there, JVs is joint ventures. So that's partnerships. So you'll get a lot of people, like once you become that local expert, so even other investors that put in the legwork, they put in their efforts, they will come to you with their deals they found and they need their help. Like, hey, awesome. I'm more than happy to help you, man. Let's find that win-win. How about we partner up on this? Like, oh, okay, yeah, like partner up. I'm going to give you the value because I'm going to help you close on this deal. Or we're gonna talk to this person. We're going to figure this out together. I've only done a couple of deals or haven't done a deal, but I have my mentors been helping me out a lot. So it's a great way to kind of start off and having JVs fall from the sky effectively. It's pretty phenomenal. And also, here's a great way. Okay, so one of my favorite ways is offer big finder fees for every deal that you close. So I've done posts in the past. I've talked to my and we're going to talk a little bit more about this later on in different modular. About I can't say that word. About using this technique, but we'll go in a little bit right now. So offer big finder fees. So let me ask you this. Let's just say on your flip, you're going to make $30,000. Or if you're going to wholesale a deal, you're going to make $10,000. If I would say, okay, you're going to spend $2,000, but you're going to make $10,000 or maybe $30,000, would you do it? I mean, you obviously bought this program right here, so you're in that mindset. So I actually offer people like finder's fees. With me being a real estate agent, I have to do things a little bit different. But if you're not a real estate agent, you can offer finder fees like $2,000. Like, hey, if you find me a deal, if you find me someone that needs to sell their home quickly, and we close on the deal, I'll pay you $2,000. Now, you're not paying them $2,000 just because they give you an address and a name, and you never close on the deal. No, you're only going to pay them if you close. So even if you flip it, you just add on the $2,000 to the purchase price and factor that into your numbers, and that's that. Offering big finder's fees is a great way to get people motivated. So even with people that are not in real estate, but they might know someone, and like, okay, yeah, I want to get there. I want $2,000. I mean, honestly, if someone can find you 2 deals a month, they're getting paid $4,000 a month. That's more than an average job. And you're making like, $40,000 a month in that case for that one person just doing the legwork for you. It's pretty amazing. So I put in the post, offer big finder's fee. Message me if you want to, how you can earn $2,000 on a deal. So we're gonna pause right there. And then we're going to go off to our next modular, guys.
Jared, before you start the next module,
Yeah.